taking home one of those this season. Two this season, excuse me. On the other side, up for the task against Goliath is Andrei Daescu, the Romanian tower number one, they call him, and Tina Pisnik, team with international flair. Ooh, Waters almost on the counter by Daescu, and Daescu has really given Ben Johns fits as a competitor on the other side of the court in men's doubles and mixed doubles. He's also part of the winning team in 2024 in Austin to take out Ben and Anna Leigh. Played with Anna Bright for that one.
Yeah, I love the team of Pisnik and Daescu. I love like their mentality on the court. They're very cool and collected. They're very accurate on their shots. And they know how important it is to slow things down against a team like Anna Leigh Waters and Ben Johns.
0-0-1. Second serve. Zero, 0-2. Point.
Good look from Daescu. A good time to poke. Missing just
1-0-2.
long.
Wow, Pisnik applying the pressure around the post on Ben Johns. Daescu there for the follow-up close. 37 years old is Andrei Daescu. Tina Pisnik in her 40s. Love her tenacity for the sport. Very high-level tennis background as well for Tina Pisnik. She had a career-ending car accident. She's a former world number 29 in pro tennis.
Side out.
Unsuccessful third shot drives for both Daescu and Pisnik. They need to find their way up to the net.
1-0-1.
Oh, the resets were great from Daescu, but finally Ben Johns put a little bit more zest on that last one to Pisnik.
Ben Johns had to battle earlier today against Hunter Johnson in 3 games. Certainly some mileage on the legs today. Scramble in the middle, still alive.
I love it, Pisnik.
What did you love about it?
Putting the ball in front of Anna Leigh Waters and Ben Johns to force them to hit up again until Daescu finally finds the opportunity to put that ball away. Ooh.
Point.
Yeah, you know Anna Leigh Waters wants to just swing away. She wants to hit aggressive shots. But if you make her play off the bounce and you keep slowing it down against her, especially in mix, she's a little frustrated. She doesn't like that style of play.
And you force her to try and do too much. Waters hunting in the middle. Daescu knows better than that.
Yep.
Eats it.
4-0-2.
Dominated by Ben Johns for point. Andrei Daescu has one singles, or mixed double, excuse me, title to his name. Was that Austin finale on a Monday last season. Timeout taken by Anna Leigh Waters, 33 for Anna Leigh Waters, who surpassed Ben Johns last season in that category. destroyed. Andrei got a paddle on it. Couldn't believe that. Wow. Ben Johns, of course, supported by his brother Colin on the wing. We'll show that in a moment, but first, 3 overheads, 2 defended. The enforcer, Waters, steps in after the speed-up initiated by Ben Johns. And a part of the great legacy of Ben Johns is his older brother, Colin. Ben's brother.
7-0-2.
And interestingly enough, coach of Tina Pisnik.
Yes. Curious what kind of strategy he suggested for her on this one. There.
0-7-1.
Pisnik will try and close the gap. Destruction again. Ben Johns, acrobatic at the kitchen. Denies every chance that Pisnik and Daescu are throwing his way right now.
0-7-2.
Ooh, almost had a burnt highlight reel to polish off the overhead clinic Ben's been putting on.
Point.
Daescu and Pisnik on the board.
1-7-2.
Yeah, Tina's doing a great job on the cross-court dink rally with Leigh Waters, but she's covering too much of the middle, which is exposing that sideline, that right sideline where she's been trying to hit a couple offensive lobs, not working for them.
Andrei reaches in, tries to test the backhand side of Waters. There is no opening there. 8-1. Waters and Johns continue their surge. Andrei says, I can overhead too. Here it is, and here it comes. Second serve now for Waters.
8-1-2.
Ooh, a little miscommunication there in the middle. Hate to see it.
Free challenge timeout. Receivers 9-1-2. 45 seconds.
So that Leigh Waters and Ben Johns can attack out of the air.
ATP and a beauty for Andrei Daescu. His length is a problem for many opponents.
1-9-1.
Face him. Daescu in the middle forces a second serve, and it was Jade Kawamoto and Dylan Frazier that did the heavy lifting in their portion of the draw, knocked out the 3 seed. Catherine Parento and Federico Staxter in the round of 16. Deep for Waters.
Two 9-2. Slide out.
Spot for Ben Johns, straight to the feet of Pisnik. Ball back to the world number 1. It was Daescu and Pisnik to follow up that story. Took out Dylan and Jade in the quarters yesterday to get here. Surprise, Daescu. Annalie Waters has a gift for you down the line. Game point.
Pisnik had a nice down the line look in that point, but Ben Johns read it so well. Annalie Waters has a little bit more disguise behind her forehand side, which is what made that shot so successful.
Daescu welcomes the surprise that time. Game point number 2 for Waters and Johns.
10-2-2.
It's deep. Waters and Johns run away with game 1, 11-2. See what Daescu and Pisnik can find in game 2. Grand Slam championships here in Atlanta, trying to get to some tested epic battles to come on Humana Championship Court. Game 2 starts with Ben Johns finding the angle on Andrei Daescu through the midcourt.
Zeros, hold it, I'll recall.
Yeah, Daescu and Pisnik rely so much on slowing the ball down, but as we mentioned with this lifetime ball, it's bouncier and responsive that it doesn't give them the opportunity to slow it down as much as they'd like.
Perfect reset. Wow, Pisnik tests the back door on Johns, and somehow they recover perfect court positioning in a scramble for Waters and Johns.
Yeah, and that was a better looking point overall, though. I like what I'm seeing to start things off here in game 2.
Packed house at the Lifetime Peachtree Corners. Excellent fan support for the semifinals. Daescu throws it down. Second serve for Waters and Johns.
1-0-2.
Big play again from Ben Johns.
He does that so well. He baits you to go down his line after he moves so far over to Annalie Waters' side. Tina took that bait and he got what he wanted. Put it away.
It really does come from out of nowhere. Nice counter. Andrei Daescu finds a way to get behind Ben Johns.
Yeah, sometimes all you have to do is block for that counter, and Daescu had his paddle at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, perfect paddle position.
Second serve. Zero, 2-2. Side out.
Perfect 1-2 punch again.
Yeah, I love the spot that Ben Johns chose to hit. Andrei Daescu sits heavy on the backhand side, so going over to the right wing is a smart decision there.
Second serve. Two, 0-2.
Block the other way, still alive. Waters tracks it down. Switch again. Waters on the right. Pisnik walks it down to set up her partner. What a point. What a cover by Waters. Didn't pay off for a point, but that was epic.
Yeah, I like the combo Tina has right now, going behind Ben and then really going behind Annalie on the second on the right sideline, setting Daescu up. That's what she's looking for here in game 2.
Pisnik again opening things up down the line on Ben Johns.
Yes, I love that she's doing that right now, especially when Ben Johns creeps over to that middle line.
Oof, unlucky. Daescu says, sorry, man. Not sorry, I get the point, though.
There's some quality points happening early in game 2. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Pisnik and Daescu.
2-2-1. Point.
First lead of the match goes to Daescu and Pisnik.
It's a rare thing to see Leigh Waters defensive in the midcourt.
Second serve.
She senses the heat, AL Waters. She's loud, so that means she's feeling it.
3-2-2.
Wow, it's still alive. Leigh Waters. What a point. Stingy defense to save it.
That's some crazy things going on in that point. What I love most is Pisnik really mixing it up, going 2 cross, 1 down line on the dink, or 1 cross, 1 down the line. But Leigh Waters so sneaky when she comes into that net. Never know when she's going to attack.
And how many 18-year-olds can say they're one of the winningest athletes of all time in their professional sports? Not many.
3-3-1.
2 titles shy of 150 for Waters. 152 in total for Ben Johns. It's good. What an effort from Tina. That's in. You have to win that point. Still going. Wow.
Second serve.
Unbelievable pursuit from Tina Pisnik. You have to win that when you see your 44-year-old counterpart tracking down a lob the way that Tina did.
3-3-2.
Pure chaos.
Oh my. Oh boy, 2 luck cords in the same rally. Waters and Johns will jump ahead with it.
These points have been so exciting because of the court positioning from both teams. They know where to be, they know where to respond.
4-3-2. Side out.
Now it's time for Daescu and Pisnik to work here. They want to stay within 1 before they give this side out away.
Wow. Dink setup for Ben Johns. The only option Tina had was to lob it. Ben knew it.
Yeah.
Nice serve here for Daescu and Pisnik.
Pisnik doesn't have to cover middle. Daescu's there to cover that shot, but for some reason, she keeps coming to the middle to cover. And that's what's exposing that sideline.
Couple of out calls ignored by Leigh Waters. Not much you can do when the velocity is quick. Tie game, 4 apiece.
Yeah, right now, going to Tina Pisnik on the return of serve is the key play for Leigh Waters and Ben Johns. She's missed a few. She set some a little high for them to put away on the 4th shot. So look out for that.
4-4-1.
It's battle won by Ben Johns. Back on top by 1. Waters will load back up.
5-4-1.
Ooh.
Second serve.
Waters gets caught in the fire.
Did you know that in pickleball you have to have some experience in dodgeball?
Ooh, no one saw that one coming, including Tina Pisnik.
Yeah, I like that cross body that Ben did. I love that shot from him. And it's so well disguised. You don't know where he's going. Just whips that ball right around.
Is that a little revenge for his partner?
Could be.
Side out.
That looked like the shot that he wanted revenge on.
4-6-1.
Sign out in a 2-point hole for Pisnik and Daescu.
Second serve.
Placement over power. Waters finds the open space. Second serve now on the paddle of Daescu.
You have to follow in your drop shot and doubles. You cannot rely on your partner getting it there for you, because perfect shots like that one
4-6-2.
is going to be successful every time.
Side out.
John's shoulders getting a workout in this one. Another overhead demolished off his paddle.
6-4-1.
Heavy wind picking up midway through the point. Waters felt it.
6-4-2. Side out.
Miss serve. Empty trip for the world number 1.
6-1.
What a get. Oh, that's mean. Off the tape. After a remarkable dig by Daescu.
Seems that a lot of shots that Daescu and Pisnik are trying to slow down are actually being popped up. And that's just so tough when you want to just take control over the game by slowing things down.
Heads up play. Ben Johns reaches in on a forehand, brings it back to Pisnik's side of the court for the side out. 6-4-1.
Love to see Tina Pisnik get that slice forehand over to Leigh Waters on the dink. That ball stays down, doesn't come up when you slice that ball.
Trigger pulled cross court, and Waters is on it.
A big roar sent right over to Daescu on that one.
Daescu eats what
7-4-2.
Pisnik initiates. Credit to Tina Pisnik making a nice run with Kate Fahey in women's doubles.
Point.
They'll be in action later on today against Parento and Rohrabacher.
Daescu needs to dial it in here.
Wind picks up.
Side out.
Tina Pisnik goes down the line successfully. First of two matches for Daescu against Ben Johns. They'll load up against each other in men's doubles. To cap our coverage on Pickleball TV, here's what's coming up next. The Johnsons, the last team to beat Waters and Johns, in action against Edatui Onatoa and Christian Elshon. Top four matchup you do not want to miss.
Second serve. Five, 8-2. Side out.
Great pressure from Johns and Waters.
8-5-1.
8-5-1 at the side out.
Point. Timeout receiver,
Timeout
9-5-1.
taken by Daescu and Pisnik.
The team that took it.
5-9-1.
Now let's see if they could build some momentum here on their service possession. They need these points right now.
Point.
Feathery drop from Pisnik. Waters will call a timeout the other way. She will
Timeout
not
receiver.
hesitate.
Time in. 6-9-1.
Ernie.
Second
And
serve.
a big one from Ben Johns. Glides through the air like a gazelle. 6-9-2. Pisnik back to serve.
6-9-2.
To Ben Johns and Waters unwinding the stack. Beautiful angle, too. Rises to the occasion. Ball back to Waters and Johns, who need two to take it.
9-6-1.
Oh my. ATP
Point.
from Waters with an inch of a margin. Unbelievable.
Match point.
Match point. Take another look at this. Defending on the backhand side. Oh wait, ATP, yep, got that too. To just make it look easy. Waters and Johns advance to Championship Sunday, the Grand Slam event of Atlanta. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Veolia Atlanta Pickleball Championships. #1 in the world, Waters and Johns take out Pisnik and Daescu.
Yeah, Tina Pisnik, Andrei Daescu made it interesting game 2, but the #1 team in the world, Ben Johns, Leigh Waters, makes it look easy per usual, and they are at the desk with us. Moving on to tomorrow's Championship Sunday.
Welcome to the Pickleball Central desk. Ben, we didn't get a chance to speak to you after your singles win, so I'm going to start with that, and then we can go into our mixed doubles match here. But I really haven't seen you that emotional. A lot of people have said that on the court, just so much passion. How much did that match mean to you? I mean, you fought all the way to the end to get that win.
Yeah, I mean, any singles match against a good player like Hunter and going to 3 and is obviously a grind, 7-7, 8-7 in the third. Any kind of win like that in a slam semifinal, it's all big stuff. So definitely gratifying to get the win. Haven't played singles in a couple tournaments, I think. But yeah, feels good.
Obviously, you guys played with so much power there in mixed, but playing Tina and Andrei, I thought obviously you have to keep Andrei honest on his side, but I thought, Ben, you did such a good job of taking that ball from the middle, going behind Tina. That worked, especially for the first game and a half. How much emphasis are you guys putting on placement and spreading the court with certain spots versus just straight up power?
Yeah, I mean, Andrei moves so well. I feel like you have to go behind him some to kind of open up that shot on Tina. So I think that's what I was trying to do, is move around and then let Ben take the easier ball. Sometimes they weren't easy. He was taking like the super far ones and like going behind her. But I actually texted Ben last night and I'm like, I really want to win this one, because last time we played them, it went 3. I think it was like 11-8 in the third. So I'm like, Ben, we're coming out firing. Like, we're going to win this match. So I think I was a little extra like hyped for this one.
I think for those watching at home, they say, okay, you guys have unbelievable power, but there's other teams that have power, right? The Johnsons have unbelievable power. The thing that sets you guys apart for me are the resets. You guys are never out of a point. Everything goes back in the kitchen. What are you guys focused on that others aren't?
I feel like that's a better question for Leigh, because she does all the resetting. I just kind of stand up there and wait to get engaged, because she'll go, from the kitchen line to behind me, back to her corner, and like just dropping all over the place.
I waste too much energy on the court. I was talking about this with
Anna. And I'm just like standing there, just watching her, like, all right, keep in those drops.
Steps are like perfect form, just like look so easy, and then mine, I'm like,
but they're perfect drops back into the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm just working off of instinct, just like see ball, go try to hit ball, like try to hit this one.
For the casual fan at home, what should they be focusing on in that reset, though? Paddle placement, keeping the ball in front.
It's all feel. Sorry, folks.
Okay. So you at home, you are screwed.
It's like a feel. I don't know. I'm not a great coach though, so Ben's a really good coach. He might be able to say it better.
I mean, shorten the swing. It doesn't need to be a big swing on a defensive shot, and try not to use your wrist. A lot of people, when they get in a bad situation, will just kind of be doing this, getting floppy. So it's more about the paddle angle, small swing, controlled. Do the best you can. Defensive shot, give yourself some margin.
Well, we see Leigh out there with a lot of energy, talking a lot more than you. Obviously, she's texting, wanting to win so much. What's your response in the text message and on court? Because we don't see a lot coming back from you, but so much from her.
I tell her.
Thumbs up?
Yeah, super simple. No, when she texted me, I was like, oh, all right, yeah, you're super engaged. All right, I'll bring it tomorrow.
Ben's like, I will try to get excited. I will try to get excited.
I just tell her I'll play well for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You guys played more than well and into tomorrow's championship. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks.
We are going to take a quick